Hello everybody, Hyper Mario Sunshine here, and we're here today for well, a preview, first thoughts of, well, Paper Mario and the Origami King. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, so I played through almost to the first boss of the game, and I've been surprisingly enjoying the game. I like the overworld, the size of it. Definitely like exploring around it. There's just a lot of things I've been really enjoying about the game. I'm gonna stay in Toad Town for now because obviously I don't want to progress and spoil anything for those who haven't played the game yet or are interested in getting the game and don't know if they want to get the game. So yeah, we're gonna basically stay here, stay put in Toad Town, since this is basically gonna be like your main base of operations of going to different places and whatnot. But yeah, so here in the Origami King, definitely really liking the improvements in the overworld. Everything is generally well connected from what I've seen so far, and I do like that they brought back the underground pipe systems from 64 and TTYD. Definitely a huge improvement to help travel much more consistently and much faster. I also like how it's much more open world, and obviously there is a new story. So, the story isn't bland. You got some actual colorful characters. Although there's still some are still in the Mario series. There, in the beginning of the game, you do meet with your origami friend Olivia, and you have to stop her brother. What I think his name is Ollie. Yeah, Ollie. I think that's what his name was. If not, I'm gonna probably correct myself later on. So yeah, her brother King Ollie, and we gotta stop him. So yeah, those are like some of the new characters, the origami characters. But there's also some other characters that have never been seen before in the Mario universe, like certain like trees with eyes, random pieces of wood with eyes. Actually, I like this kind of like funny stuff because like how they say that they're just gonna be like that they are tired of getting cut down and whatnot. I like that those kind of little jokes. I really do love the humor of this game. I've laughed quite a bit with it, but yeah, I much liked the tree characters in Whispering Woods, uh, and also the enemy characters also do have quite a bit of personality as well. There's definitely a lot of personality flowing through a lot of the characters, and toads are actually not as like they aren't as bland as others. So like there's a fighting toad, uh, and actual market toad. Like he's carrying stuff around in his backpack. So like a giant backpack. Like if you ever played Fire Emblem Awakening or Fire Emblem Heroes, Anna, like the version of Anna from that game, carries around a giant backpack. So yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of. Just like the sheer size of like how much equipment they're carrying on them. And so yeah, going over that, really been enjoying the overall, landscape. Definitely the graphics are amazing. Movement feels great. Being like just the overall atmosphere of the game feels great. And let me get started on something that I've been really enjoying is that's the music. The music has been quite a joy to listen to. Definitely a lot more upbeat compared to the last two games, and I've been definitely enjoying the music so far. I haven't faced any bosses yet, so I can't really like give any opinions on them quite yet. But so far the landscape for some of the worlds, like I'm actually happy that it's not like a grassland. Like there's actually some ruins here in this like mountainous area. I like how we're starting to have more and more unique places, which I we've been waiting for quite a while. They've been definitely been listening to some aspects. So yeah, music, air, like just general like overworld, visuals and whatnot are really really good. And another thing I really do like about this game is the addition of accessories, like boost your stats, or boost picking up confetti, which also you do need to fill up holes. So yeah, it's like also a miniature collectathon, which I really do like because it keeps you occupied, so you're not constantly facing enemies. That's what I like about this. kind of has that side quest kind of RPG, like a long term side quest thing, which I really do like. Uh, and I also uh, do like how it's kind of like Fire Emblem with the equips, because like your boots are your normal like non-breaking thing, your hammer's your non-breaking thing, and then you have like equips that are kind of like let's say if I used an iron sword rather than Crom's falchion or Byleth's creator sword or like those kinds of weapons or Ragniel from Path of Radiance. If I use those, they have like almost an infinite amount of uses. They don't break. But these, they're kind of like, like these don't break, but this will. So I kind of like that, especially intelligent systems. I don't think many people really realize this. So I kind of like this feature actually compared to like, the cards and stickers. Because it does kind of have that RPG aspect if you look at Fire Emblem. Uh, and speaking of fighting, the battle system definitely a lot more enjoyable than the previous two. I gotta say it's been fun, like really enjoying this. Like there's been times where I just like forgot what I was doing, and like I just get like stuck up and like wait what, like it really does test your mind quite a bit, especially later on when the enemies get a lot more tougher. So uh, there's that. And yeah, it does show progression of how the enemies are. So like early on in the area that you're in, you might face some weaker enemies, but later on you're going to be facing much more tougher enemies with tougher ways to solve their puzzles. Because if you don't one shot them, they actually could like team up on you and do quite a lot of damage, which is very horrifying. Because I've had situations where I was a little careless, and it actually happened to me. So yeah, I've been really enjoying the combat of the game so far, and it's definitely much better than the other two. It's not TTYD or 64 standards of fighting, but it's definitely uh, much more fun than the previous two titles. Well, this is like just like a little first thoughts thing, so I don't have my full review quite yet. Well, so I guess I could show this area because it hasn't been, like, it's not like super spoilery. I bet you most people saw this area quite a bit during the first look for Origami King. Yeah, uh, as I said before, music's great, visuals are great, um, movement's great, gameplay is pretty good for from what I've seen. It's definitely not standards of the first three games. Although I do prefer, a little bit of timing action rather than platforming from Super Paper Mario. But Super Paper Mario was definitely fun in its own way as well. But yeah, so far, I think this game is an 8 out of 10. Pretty solid. Uh, I think later on it might change. I'm not sure if it'll be higher or lower, but it's definitely much better than Color Splash and Sticker Star. That's for sure. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this if even if you're an old Paper Mario fan that misses the old days of the TTYD and 64. I generally prefer these games over this, but it's definitely something that the developers tried. I know that Yanaba or whatever the heck his name is, Tanabe, yeah, Tanabe. I know that he acts. I don't think the way he's been like portraying like how the fans think. I don't think it's like a really good mindset from him, and also just like really bad on his part because he just doesn't clearly understand what the fans are asking for. And it kind of sucks that from the interview from VGC that they can't really Iwata asked that they can't really use original characters like random people walking around like the dog guys or the mouse characters, those kind of things. But yeah. Kind of sucks that we don't get to see it, or like any of the like Merlin or like any of the other spirits that we usually see. Like it kind of sucks that we can't really get them back. But yeah, definitely been enjoying so far. I will eventually come up with a full review later on once I'm done with the game and gotten further into it. But yeah, I've been enjoying the collectathon. I've been enjoying the fights. Nothing seems repetitive quite yet. Although I do miss, like, experience points. But then again, coins are kind of like I was up at 10,000 and I lost 8,000 because of spending for equipment and spending on like side quest things. So yeah, it's been definitely does keep you occupied. Because that's the one thing an RPG should do, is that's to keep you occupied. And I just got an achievement. Wow. Did not expect that. But yeah, love my videos, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, really appreciate it. And also, I do love this one last thing, that they have like a progression bar to show like what you're missing and whatnot in different areas. So definitely props to that, because I've been enjoying this quite a lot. But yeah, so once again, love my videos, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, really appreciate it. Once again, I give Paper Mario the Origami King so far an 8 out of 10. We'll likely have a review once I'm finished with the game. Anyways, see you guys, and sorry for lack of uploads. I'm at my final week for math class, and just overall, not that motivated. So thank you guys.